The Fulanis are hiding under Islam. They are confusing our people, especially the Hausas. They are confusing our people. All the imams in Nigeria, especially the northern part of Nigeria, all of them are Fulanis. They are confusing our people because they don't want us to think for ourselves. They always want us, anything they tell us, whether good or bad, we should just follow them. This thing, it has to come to an end. Gaskiya. So Hausa people, please and please, my people, you people you have to differentiate between religion and culture and language. We have to differentiate that, because we mix everything together. We mix Islam, we mix everything, we mix religion, not matter of Islam, because they even put hate on us. Anybody that is not Muslim, we should not like him, especially the people that are Christian or any religion that are Hausas. They call us Maguzawa, non-religionists, and it's a lie. Just it's a propaganda, because they want to rule us every day. We are like a slave to them. It's not that enough. Now they are killing our people each and every day. They are killing our people each and every day. And their people are not talking. Minister, everything has to do with politics. They are the one. Katsina is Hausa land. The people that are doing governor, like the one I know since I grew up, all of them are Fulanis. The 4 governors are Fulanis. Why? Kano is only one Hausa. All of them are Fulani. Even vice governor is Fulani.
Having watched this video, you will now understand, get a sense of what we are talking here. Because according to the lady, even Katsina, that is predominantly Hausa, still have governors of Fulani extraction. According to her, since her birth, she have not witnessed any Hausa governor. He said the same thing is applicable to Kano, though those are the 2 places he used as inference. But I know it is all over. If we come to emirship position, of course, that one is well understood, that the average Fulani man occupies every available stool when it comes to emir in the north. But again, looking at this from another perspective, because you are now saying that if the 50% land in the north is cultivated, you need to ask, why is it not being cultivated? Who is deterring them from cultivating it? Because I've equally seen a tweet where a northern, I think this from the same Arewa Twitter, that if not for insecurity that is in the north, that no region would have been able to compete with the north. You begin to ask, who are they supposed to blame? Of course, if they are looking for blame, I think they should blame the Fulani man. Because the Fulani is at the center of every insecurity in Nigeria. Is it banditry? Is it kidnapping for ransom? So, the way it is, I think they know where to point their accusing finger on. Even in the past, talking about the time of President Goodluck Jonathan, every effort to fight Boko Haram was somehow resisted by the some state governors, particularly the governor of Adamawa State then, talking about Murtala Nyako, who was very vocal against the presidency, or rather the government of Goodluck Jonathan, that he was carrying out genocide against the North. It was surprising how a governor could wake up and start accusing federal government under then government of Jonathan of carrying out genocide against the North, because the government was coming against Boko Haram with every force. So the best thing the governor of Adamawa State could do then was to accuse the federal government of genocide against the North. How then can you come back and say somebody is sponsoring insecurity in the North as a way of trying to disadvantage the North, that if not for that, that no region would have been able to compete with the North? But again, let me bring in what came from the governor then. I think this is from Premium Times, saying Governor Nyako accuses Jonathan administration of genocide against northern Nigeria. You begin to wonder how that is possible. If you go for that to say, The administration has also hired, that's coming from that governor, he said the administration has also hired militia from all across, especially North Africa, who have been deceived into accepting to come because they were made to believe that they would be fighting infidels. You go for that to say Governor Murtala Nyako of Adamawa State has accused the federal government of carrying out genocide against the people of northern Nigeria. So, if you have this situation, how can somebody now come back to turn around to say somebody is sponsoring insecurity? No. Where you had a government that was very serious to fight insecurity, to fight terrorism, to root it out, to decimate them, taking the battle to them, going to Bansamiza's forest to bombard them, and the government will come out to accuse the federal government of genocide against the North. And currently, we are seeing somebody sitting comfortably and saying, if not for insecurity sponsored in the North, that the North would have been a better off, or rather no region would have been able to compete with the North. I'm not saying North should not develop, but what I'm saying is the North should know where to point their accusing finger. Because if you look at almost all the areas of insecurity, whether in the southern part of the country here, whether in the northern part of the country, whether in the middle belts, I think Fulani is at the center of it. Talking about what often happens in Plateau is understood. I've had conversation with people from Plateau, really from all over the media. Fulani is at the center of it. Is it the age-long crisis that has to do with the contention of land resources in Benue? The Fulani is at the center of it. Is it not recently the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, raised alarm that bandits who have been dislodged in the northwest are already hibernating in forests in the southwest? And currently we are seeing Amateku raising over 2,000 men to cope southwestern forests. We're actually seeing the lies of Ora Nekakamfo, talking about Ghanaian Adams and some other Yoruba leaders, asking bandits to quit or die. Of course, that's a quick notice they're already giving to them. But the bottom line is, the average northerner should know that if they are looking for accusing finger as a way, as a reason of not being able to do their farming activities, as a reason of not being able to feed the whole Africa, if that is their priority, they should know where to point accusing finger. Because even recently, we have seen the governor of the governor of Kaduna State justifying why they entered into negotiation with bandits. Of course, if you check the route, that banditry in Kaduna State is still Fulani. So you begin to wonder, why will somebody be looking for who to blame when they know the epicenter of the problem, where the problem is coming from? But again, I think the federal government, the state government should synergize and see how they can rejig the security architecture, because currently the security of the country is being challenged, and as it is, you must allow the governors parade some security power, not just on paper, because I understand that the governor go by the name of the governor and the chief security officer of the state. But I think it should go beyond that. They should be allowed to parade some level of security power to be able to deal with these emerging threats. Because however I look at it, the governor takes some level of blame when there's insecurity in his state, in his jurisdiction. But again, I don't think the police commissioner in the state, the director of DSS in the state, or rather the army formation in the state, the man who commands the army formation in the state, is answerable to the governor. So for me, I think the Hausa man, or rather the northern Nigeria, should know where to direct their blame when it comes to insecurity or inability to utilize their farm, or rather their land resources as being given to them by Providence. Thank you very much. Please let me know so much.